Hello everybody, my name is Ostentatious24 and welcome back to Higurashi Chapter 2! What was it called? Onikakushi? It's not listed here. No more wasting time! No more of that! Forgive me in the past episode for I was an idiot. I did record that however long ago, but I was stupid and an idiot and stupider and an idioter and more stupider. Ugh. I should have known better. I just should have known better. I shouldn't ask people. I want to include people in the stuff I do. I want them to have a say or not. But then at the end of the day, I just ended up deciding not to do that thing, and then it was pointless! I'm terribly sorry about that. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, God. Why am I like this? I try to be nice. That's all it is, I guess. I don't know. But no more of that! We're just going with it! No more hesitation! We're not waiting around, not wasting time talking! I'm just going! I want to read more Higurashi, I want to play more of it! We're just gonna do it and jump right into it! I'm not gonna waste any more time! We're not gonna make this episode... Chapter 1? Book 1? Whatever that was. The first game! We're not gonna repeat the same stuff, I'm just gonna go through it! Maybe on occasion if I feel like it will throw in a little lighthearted banter. But beyond that, no more sidetracked. I'm gonna control my ADHD nonsense to the best of my goddamn ability. Or so help me, let me be struck by... I don't know. A flying ice cream truck and live. That's from something. What's that from? That's from something. Whatever! Moving on! Inside the toy shop! Let's go! Hopefully you're looking forward to this. It's been several months since I read up on it. I don't remember what happened. Because I'm an idiot. Let's just jump right into it. Let me get a little sippy sip. My water. Recording other things beforehand. Don't want to be too hoarse. And not be able to do the voices. I also took a lozenge just in case. Beforehand as well. Ooh, it's cheesecake flavored or something. I don't know. It's some sort of weird flavor like that. But it didn't make it taste good. It just made it taste worse. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me. Apparently, they all knew Mion, and finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with jeers. A few at a time.
Mi-chan is a regular at this toy shop, so she has a lot of friends.
Regular at a toy shop? What's up with that?
Hey, Kaiji-san! Take a look back here!
Your voice is gonna kill me. Following Satoku's prompting, I took a look. There were chairs lined up at tables, almost like some sort of birthday party. Realized it immediately. It couldn't be. This is the venue for today's club activities. Venue. Why did I say venue? That was weird. Sometimes I flub my words on purpose, but that one was unintentional. Weird. Okay then.
Surprise, Kai-chan. I'm good friends with the owner here. He sometimes lets me hold game tournaments to expand his customer base.
That's what I was getting vibes of, either those Dungeons and Dragon players, or the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, or the Pokemon TCG, trading card game duels and battles, and it's hellfire! As they rage on in their nerdy... I can't think of an epic Viking battles. They let their warrior cries ring out! Yeah, oh god damn, whatever. Expand his customer base, I see. Meanwhile, all the boys livening up this place were participants.
That's right! Normally it's just us 5, but today we're gonna play with lots and lots of people.
Reina was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew noticeably stern.
Kaiji-san, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Oh? Well then why don't you try saying it? Together, okay? 1, 2...
These are all enemies.
Toka's voice and mine blended together in harmony.
These are all enemies!
Oh god, that hurt my throat even more. That was terrible harmony. We looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen! What is that? Carry the 1, drop the 2. No. It's, I'll block those. $500! Jesus Christ! That's still a lot! God, that's how much freaking game consoles cost nowadays, which is ridiculous in its own right. Ugh. My eyes lit up like a flame. That's how much a computer's supposed to cost, not a game console. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Kai-chan. It looks like today will be fun.
Well, no matter how many more rivals I have, the goal is still the same!
Rivals? Ah, Kai-chan. Do you think a whale keeps track of all the krill it eats?
Huh. Interesting analogy. She said that in an unpleasant voice, laughing with the aggressive glint in her eyes, reserved solely for club activities. Damn it, Mion. She's as serious as she can get today. Not the only one who's serious.
I'm not the only one who's serious. Take a look at Rika-chan.
Mion pointed. Looking at where her finger directed me. That's the cute little girl with the purple hair, right? The priestess, right? Terrible with names. Once again, let's establish I am terrible with names. What the heck is that? She's too adorable. Oh no. Rika-chan was using those kinds of traits to soften up the group with an almost excessive pleasantness.
I'm also going to do my best. Go for it, yay!
Go for it, yay! Wow! Completely emasculated, the group joined Rika-chan in a cheer. Inside the store had been consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Damn. She's already chomping at the bit.
Oh, it seems like today's gonna be fun. I'm going to do my best. Oh!
Seemed that Reina was also unusually fired up by the large crowd. Hopping about and running around, she had entered entirely into cute mode. In Reina's case, the real fun starts when her attention gauge fills up. Her happy-go-lucky attitude belied the fact that this was the state in which she was the most threatening. Mion was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. It was like business as usual with her. Of course, if anybody thought Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. The shadow beneath her feet was exuding killer instinct. Tried to do that in my best impersonation of the announcer from said video game franchise. Rising up like a chill weekend. Damn it, Mion! Throwing away her honor and humanity like that, she's serious!
Kaiji-san, didn't you know? The 50,000 yen prize is for Mion-san's own pockets.
What? She was putting out 50,000 yen all by herself? At that moment, a dark miasma that warped Mion's surroundings began to appear.
What is it, Kai-chan? Is there something on my face?
Oh, Eep. A shiver crept up my spine. That Mion, quartering yourself like that. She's pulling out the demon lurking within her. Fine with me. Damn it. My knees are shaking like crazy. I hope this is just a figment of... I hope that screeching sound effect is just teasing and not actually implying anything. It's okay, good. I was like, this is gonna get a lot darker faster than the last time. Holy crap! Oh, they played the screeching music. Oh god, no! I got nervous. Woo! Before I realized that the store had filled up with even more people. However, the looks in their eyes went confrontational. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win. Oh, you couldn't ask for a better stage than this. This is getting interesting.
Kaiji-kun! Let's do our best, okay? Do our best,
I missed those hows. I missed them so much. Rena was already fully charged. Mortal laws and common sense held no power before the might of Rena and her cute mode. I definitely didn't want to fight her if possible.
Rika-chan, do your best. We're all cheering you on.
Oh, that's the crowd. Okay. Rika-chan, do your best. We're all cheering you on.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Rika-chan, who was exuding way too much charm no matter how you looked at it, had already won over most of the onlookers to her side. Nonchalantly avoiding things had always been Rika-chan's creed, but for her to be blatantly laying out her machinations like this, something was definitely strange. Like Rena. She was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I could help it.
Of course, the one you don't want to fight with the most is Mion-chan.
I've been lucky to even leave alive more than I don't know who's saying this. Is it me or her? More than a few times at the end of club activities, but I don't think there was a day that even came close to being this dangerous.
Mion-chan seems to have developed quite the grudge after losing that poker match a few days back, you know.
Seems that way. In other words, today is just an elaborate stage for her revenge. Oh my god, look at that. Cute. It is, I'm not gonna lie. It's snide, but it's also cute.
Yes.
Almost as though she were psychic, Mion turned toward us. Her eyes silently conveyed the message.
You guys just figured that out now.
It wasn't just Mion. Both Rain and Rika-chan were more pumped up than they'd ever been. Yeah. One's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there will be casualties!
It seems that somehow Kaiki-san and I are the only ones left. What do you think? Should we not have our match during the opening round?
Might as well. I need to warm up before I can really kick it into gear. My spinal column shuddered. Like it... Stop it! Stop it! It's too soon for this! I mean, I want it to happen sooner rather than later, like in the last one, but still! It's too soon! Damn! Chill out! Creepy music. My spinal column shuddered like it had been struck by a bolt of lightning. Like a pillar of ice that was being jabbed into it. Began to freeze. I could almost see the flames backlaying Satoko with their intensity. Even then, while Satoko was displaying a normal smile, he was cold and inhuman. Almost as if it were a plastic mask.
Huh. You must really want to eliminate me in the opening round.
Whoops. I think that's me. Maybe? You can't hide that murderous intent. Yep, okay.
Ooh, that's too bad. You're being uncharacteristically cautious today, Kaiji-san.
Without doubt it was a trap. I don't know what she had up her sleeve, but if I fought with Satoko during the opening round, my loss would be more certain than if I went against Mion! What I'm hearing is you're doomed. No matter how you slice it, pitch black miasma permeated the inside of the store. They all want to win that 50,000 yen prize that much? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were the casual participants. I was different. I had mistaken this as just a way to fool around on a normal Sunday. It didn't matter when it was, or where it was, or who our opponents were. In our club, the goal is always the very top of the mountain! An intense flame that no strong winds could extinguish, hot enough to melt any steel, began to burn inside me. The fuse had been lit on this unprecedentedly intense club battle. It was then that the owner of the store told me in a lackadaisical voice that it was about time to begin.
Is everybody ready? Listen close now.
He began with the formality, standing in for the owner, and explained the rules of today's tournament. You're only playing to win. There is no second or third place. That's the same rule as our club. I don't remember the saying song. It's reminding me of something. It's funny. Okay. A movie, I'll just say that. There were 15 people participating. We were to split up into 5 groups via draw, and each group would have one winner. Each winner in the first stage would advance to the next in order to compete in the final.
Now, as for how each group will compete, each table can decide to play whatever they want. As long as the game is here in the shop, anything goes.
Already in club mode, DEFCON 1. I didn't let the small gap in the rules go unnoticed. Interesting. As long as the game is here in the shop, anything goes. Thumb wrestling! My thumb is in the shop. I'll make up the rules. Mion, can I ask a question? Won't everybody push to play a game they're good at? Not be able to agree on which one?
Oh, that's right. If we can't decide, we can't start.
Spectators also nodded along. It was only natural. Wasn't anybody who would simply cede to their opponent's suggestion.
I'd prefer if you were all good sports and managed to come to a decision on your own, but if it comes to a stalemate, should we have the store's owner decide for you?
There's an event at a toy store, after all. You'd expect the owner to referee. After that, Mion's rundown continued, and ended with the rule that any losing participants would have to buy the game they lost at. A rather nice proposition for the store. First, we used a draw to split into 5 groups. Excuse me. Everybody lined up single file and began to draw tickets that the shop owner had prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'd crush him! That moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye.
Of course, I'm sure you already know, but club members will have a separate penalty game. And the casual participants.
I thought as much. What's the gist of it?
The winner gets to give the losers one order each.
Damn it. Sinus. Hold on. Pause a second. Contrary to how simple it sounded, it is a terrifying eventuality, the subject of which no one could predict. Damn you, Mion. Was she really planning on parading me around Hinamizawa and cat ears and a banana hammock with a... oh god. No. With a tail attached or something? No. No. Not a book. No. Nobody likes to see people in those. No. No. The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off that easy. On top of that, this time, it wasn't subject. It wasn't just the person who finished last who'd have to submit to the penalty game. The losers get one order each. In other words, even if you don't finish last, you still have to do a penalty game.
That'd be the case.
What about if there's no winner? Like if all the club members drop out midway through?
Kai-chan, are you alright in the head?
What? The look in Mion's eyes became that of a lion bearing its fangs. Oh my god.
How exactly are the elite members of our club going to lose to some mewling newborns? Kai-chan, don't embarrass me by getting eliminated in the first round.
Even so, I didn't feel threatened. The more into my opponent my opponent was, the stronger I would become! You just wait and see. I won't just sit here and be bullied by you, Mion. I'll show you.
We shall meet in the finals!
The results of the draw were enough to make you cry conspiracy! All the members of the club were nicely divided up amongst the 5 tables. How did this happen? When the draw was that random, the thoughts that I was already caught in Mion's puppet strings made me feel uneasy. That was fine though. I'll crush all of your petty tricks! Now where were my opponents? Everybody was headed to the table corresponding to the number on their ticket. The competition at my table was these two, huh? They look younger than me. Huh? Are you two classmates of mine?
Oh hi, I'm Tomita. This is Okamura.
Okamura-kun greeted me by nodding his head. So my opening round would be against my juniors from school. Just saying, but it seemed like a pretty easy matchup. Lucky. Time to destroy them without mercy! Alright then, everybody. I don't know who's talking. Is it Mion? Either that or the shop owner, I'm guessing.
Alright then, everybody. Please decide on your games and start.
Mion's declaration, the inside of the store suddenly became lively. Everybody was yelling their favorite games at each other, trying to gain an advantage before they started. Even my 2 classmates, who seemed taciturn at the first glance, began to fiercely insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course, I would kick those suggestions aside. There was absolutely no reason to pick a game your opponent was good at. Sorry, they're all games I don't know. Could you pick something a little more well-known? Of course, they didn't agree to the games I suggested either. I could only smirk bitterly. Naturally, after 5 minutes, this table still couldn't agree on a game. Obeying the rules, we asked the store owner to decide on a game. Clearing his throat, the shop owner brought over a board game from the back of the store. There's a game called Billionaire. Quite the vintage we have here. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. The damn shop owner, was he using this competition to get rid of all the games he couldn't sell? I know this one. You guys do too, right? Spin the wheel and head to the goal. Okay, I was gonna say Monopoly, Life. Who wants to be a billionaire? I think that's millionaire, but still, that's not a board game. But sure, could be. The game of life, is it? It seems. Oh, the sounds oddly like that. I would suggest that game because I'm weirdly lucky in it. Especially when it comes to stocks. I'm weirdly lucky in it when it comes to the stocks. It's been a very long time since I played it. But it is also a very long game, so I would not suggest it. I also hate the newer iterations of Life. It's just, I don't know why, but the rules are weird. The board's all weird. I don't know. I like the old school one. I don't know why they changed it. Spin the wheel had to go. Whoever has the most money after we liquidate our assets is the winner. I am the champion of life! Ho 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 ho! The two not in agreement. Not real life though, sadly. Sad as that is to say. Damn it all. Two not in agreement, and finally the game was underway. That time I already had a feeling of impending crisis. I wouldn't realize why until the game progressed a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war! Celebrate the birth of your child. Yep, that's life. That was also something weird. Even as a kid, I don't know, I was always wanting to have a family. And I want to have the kids. I'd always be lucky when it came to winning the stocks and getting the money and becoming a millionaire, but I would never get kids down the road. Which saddened me. It deeply saddened me. Which is weird to say because I was a kid. Yeah. Oh, I don't have a family. I just have my money. What do I do with all this money? Yeah, I was a winner, but not the way I wanted to win. Receive 5,000 from everybody. Sorry. Okay, I built a bit of a lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bonus! Received 100,000 from the bank. What? The tables were turned in an instant. 1, 2, 3. Proceed to the corporate ladder course. Oh, that's a good route. Always got the... I don't think I got the good jobs either, which is even weirder. Like, I don't think I got doctor ever. Got more of the lower end jobs. Oh, that's a good route. Seemed like only my piece was landing on the steady spaces. I had doubts as to why Mion didn't bring out board games for club activities, but that reason was laid bare to me before my eyes. That's right! I'd only realized it now. This game was completely based on luck! What could I possibly do to make sure I ended up in first place at the end? The ultimate outcome of this game was decided in a place beyond human hands! It's play the stocks. Gives you an edge. But at the same time, it's more of a gamble. Bigger risk, but bigger rewards. How are the other club members doing? I just naturally wander off to the other tables. Mion's table was... What?! They weren't doing anything! They still not decided on a game? This naive idea existed to distract me from the most frightening possibility! Mion was lounging about, leisurely holding some juice she bought from the vending machine outside in one hand. When our eyes met, she gave me a look of ease. And gave me a cute wink. Couldn't be! She'd already finished! What game was it? That easily? It's probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. Only 5 minutes since we started, and her two opponents were only beyond recourse! They were sitting there, slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they find no answer. Is there any reason for their defeat other than they sat at the same table as Mion? Then what about Reina's table? Whoops, I didn't mean to click a second time. Spectators were causing quite a commotion. Looked like their game was Karuta. Shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Reina tended to dawdle along and space out a lot. Okay, yeah. Well, I get that. I am very much that way as well, especially the spacing out part. Wouldn't you have a hard time with this game? Is that her?
Oh, the dog is tired on a walk.
BAM! Same instant the shop owner began sounding out the words, the card in question disappeared off the face of the table. No, the face of the earth! Oh, that was the shop owner. Ballsy. The dog takes a walk. What was it? Well, now read it out. The dog gets tired on a walk. I shouldn't use that. That was a police officer's voice. Yes. Then I'll read it out. The dog gets tired on a walk. BAM! Same as disappeared off the face of the earth. Impossible. Where did it go? It was against Reina's cheek. She was rubbing it there. Well, it is a dog.
Oh, so cute. I'm taking it home.
Looking at the card Reina was rubbing against her cheek. There's some anime-themed version of Karuta with rather cute illustrations decorating the cards. Basically, it's a picture of a pretty dog girl. Oh. With a slightly large chest, panting and half in tears as she was being pulled along on a... Dear God, that does not sound appropriate. Ugh. With those types of pictures, even I could play with godlike speed. Well, people to play that game, it had to be Reina! It's entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier.
It's over.
Leon smiled coolly, seeing no further reason to keep watching. She turned back.
So cute, so cute. Even if Reina wins, I'll still buy these cards. I'm taking them home.
After that, the second the card started being read out. Bam! Bam! Such decisive sounds echoed. Holy crap! Like a freaking viper! Well then, how about Satoko? Oh, she is playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. It sounds like it's not a game, but I know it's a game. I have no idea how it's played. Oh wait, is it just... Oh right, it's when you flip... Oh, okay, I think, maybe, unless there's another concentration game. It's matching cards, like they're all flipped over, and then they get flipped back, and then you shuffle them, and then, oh, you gotta flip them over. Oh, this one's a horse. Oh, you flip this one. Oh, it's a cow. Dang it, flip it back. Oh, flip them both back. Oh, flip this one. Oh, that one's a horse. Now you flip that one. Oh, that one was the horse. Yeah, I remembered where it was, and then you keep those cards. Maybe? Is it like that? I think, maybe? Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seemed that she was struggling somehow. One of the main characteristics of concentration is that the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. The number of cards to memorize decreases. It becomes easier to match several pairs in a row. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it's one of the most basic card games. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was like Battleship or something. I don't know. It becomes easier to manage. It wouldn't be exaggeration to say that the first person to take over the flow of the match can run away as the winner. Cards still in play had decreased. If you memorize the cards that had been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the table at this point. Satoko probably knew the positions of all the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. Her opponent followed up. The match would be decided.
Hojo, sorry, but Hojo, sorry, but I'm also aiming for the prize money. Don't hate me for this.
This guy. Did he have the locations of the remaining cards memorized? He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed.
It's over.
Oof, it's over. I whispered that in a bored manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. Spun the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? No, why? The Ace of Hearts should have been here! Oh, wait. Whoops. That was...
No way! The Ace of Hearts should have been here!
Push his glasses up. Most of the Stoko's table, others, a shout rang out. The other two at my table turned around in surprise. I didn't. After all, there really wasn't anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded, most of them certain that the Ace of Hearts should have been there. There's
no way I must be seeing things. It must have been because I was excited. So assured in his victory, the distress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Satoko, then the Ace of Hearts certainly would have been there. What a fool. When you're up against Satoko, you can't let your guard down for a moment until the battle is over. Katie-san, you still haven't finished your match. You have no sense for these things.
With a fine tone of voice reserved for only winners, Satoko called out to me. It's a long board game, calm down! For the casual observer, it must have looked like she only eked out a victory. From my point of view, however, she was only playing around, toying with her opponents, like a cat does a ball of yarn or a fish. The roles of the winner or loser had already been decided. It's nothing more than child's play. The laughable part of it was that her opponent didn't know his role had already been assigned. Nice work there. Setting up a farce of a trap with the ace of hearts.
My opponent only walked into one of my traps. Even then, one was more than enough.
Satoko was a trapper. The true talent was never having one misfire. Setting up only one trap was more than enough. Ain't that cool? What about Rika? The fact that the other club members were winning one after another with their own brand of play only added to my impatience and my own lack of progress. You're right. How was Rika-chan doing? How was our club's sly little fox doing? What the heck is that? Over in that corner of the moon at that table was decidedly different from the others. The game at Rika-chan's table was... You know, that battery-powered fishing... I love that game! It's so adorable, that music. That battery-powered fishing game. I loved that as a kid. It was one of my favorite games. Oh my god. Well, I was really little. It was a little fishing rod and you dip in there, the pond spins in a circle and the little fish go pop and they pop out and their mouths open for a second and they close and you gotta dip the rod into their mouths while they're open. I love that one. I loved it more than even Hungry Hippo. Oh, I miss that game. I miss my childhood. Alright, anyways. On the platform and you use a magnetic fish. Well, that just seems like cheating. I don't think... Was it magnetic? Wasn't it? To pick them up. That old thing. Seemed they planned on competing by seeing who could catch the most fish, but... It became an atmosphere you could hardly call competitive.
Wow, I caught one!
Oh, you're so good, Rika-chan. You're good at this.
Oh my, she caught another one. Rika-chan is really good at this.
I knew that Rika-chan had already charmed her opponents, along with the onlookers before the matches had even begun, but brilliantly played. That corner had become an informal meeting of the Rika Fude fan club.
It's Rika-chan's total victory. It's Rika-chan's total victory! Total victory! Rika-chan's good at fishing, isn't she?
What Rika-chan is trolling for probably isn't fish. Hearing that, she glanced over my way briefly. It's my way of getting serious. That's what I heard.
This is a masterful technique that only Rika's allowed! Only Rika can do it!
Yeah, masterful technique.
My Barasan, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Yes, it is. 1, 2. Fine for tax evasion! $50,000! You're gonna trash my game. What an unseemly situation this was. Noticing the uneasiness creeping across my face, my companions came to see how I was doing. Oh, damn it. No, the cough drop's wearing off my sinuses.
Oh, Kaiji-kun, gonna be you're struggling. You're struggling. Ukamura, right now, how much money do you have?
Ukamura, who had run lots of money out of the elite course, began to count through a stack of white $100,000 bills.
About 980,000, I guess. How much money do you have, Tobita? I have 8,800. 880,000. I'm so close enough to turn this around.
Those two. It looked like they would easily surpass $1 million! But it Wasn't it called Billionaire? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Make up your minds. Is it a million or a billion?
Well, Kaijin, how much do you have?
His tone of voice was grim from the get-go. He was her disappointment and disgust as club president. It can't be helped. There's no strategy involved other than spinning the wheel in this game. How am I supposed to cheat? Tell those two to close their eyes and count to 100 while I rig the wheel. You know there's no way I can do that. That's not okay. Rika-chan gently pet my head. Right. Yeah. Still, she wasn't too happy.
How pathetic. At one point I thought you'd be a worthy adversary. I've been utterly disillusioned. Don't give up, Kaiji-kun. There has to be some way to make a comeback. Do your best. Right till the end.
Like I said, how am I supposed to make a comeback with this game relying entirely on luck? Right, Mion! Mion's face, however, was almost unbelievably indifferent. She was watching something completely unexciting. She then turned her back without saying a word. Hey, me! It was a pathetic voice that irked even myself.
I'm disappointed. Everybody was serious about this, but Kai-chan was the only one who wasn't.
What do you mean by serious? Are you telling me to control the spinner through sheer force of will? How can I do that?
If you were serious about it, you would have sold this game 10 seconds from when you started. Me-chan, you don't have to get so angry. Wait!
Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of the shop. Maybe it was because it had become an awkward situation, but the spectators dispersed from around my table. Damn it. Are you saying I'm not serious about this? Are you saying if I were serious I would have settled this game of chance in 10 seconds? I was serious. I was serious! Everybody was praying for my victory. They believed in me. Did I betray their expectations? Was it because I wasn't serious? Should we continue the game? Oh, okay.
Should we continue the game?
The two of them were timidly trying to resume play. I didn't respond to that. The table sunk into silence.
Barakkun, should I take that to mean you're giving up?
Oh, whoops. My Barakkun, should I take that to mean you're giving up? The owner, thinking I was forfeiting, started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment,